Welcome to Calculus Homework, page 239. This is a nice page. It is all calculator all the time. If we look at number 7, give you a second to close read that. We are given the function. They want us to find f of 1/2. In the context of this problem, what does f of 1/2 mean? F, remember, is the number of people who are entering. So this would be the number of people who have entered at a half an hour. So all we need to do to find that value is just plug that into our function. So I'm going to have to do some other plugging in also because they're going to want 2 hours on this one. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then also they want f of 2. That's that one. I'm going to go ahead and do those at the same time to save a little time. One of the things on the AP is we need to learn to use our calculator quickly. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to, rather than type this formula and plug in half and then go back and change it to 2, although I can do that, I can also use something called store. Let me show you how that works. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take a half. Notice store is written in blue right above VAR. I'm going to type that and I get a little arrow. And this is just saying let 1/2 equal to t. Now I'm going to type their formula, 560 e to the sine t, and hit enter. And what it does is it automatically plugs in 1/2 for me here and gets me the answer. So, and what this is telling us is that we had 904 people standing in line or entering the concert 30 minutes after the gates open. So this is telling me excuse me, well, this is telling me the f of a half is approximately 940. $904. All right, they want to know how many entered 2 hours later. The reason why I did that is I'm going to go back here and I am going to store 2 in for t. Now I'm going to go up to my formula and I am going to Control C, copy that. Come down here, I'm going to Control V, paste that. Now it's going to plug in 2 for t. And that's telling us that after 2 hours, 1,390 people came. All right. Now, they also want to know the rate of change at a half hour. I'm going to go back. And rate of change, of course, is derivative at a point. All right, and they're using x. Let's see, I want to change that to t. And the value is going to be a half. All right, and I want the derivative of this, so I am going to Control C copy, Control V paste, enter. All right. And so the derivative there is about 794 people per hour. Notice I did not use the decimal because there's no such thing as 0.758 of a person. So I rounded that off. Okay, now at 2 hours, they want to know the same thing. I am going to Control C copy this, back up, change that to a 2. All right. And now it's negative 579 people per hour. What this means here is, of course, the number of people at the beginning of the concert, it's increasing. After 2 hours, the number of people entering the gates is decreasing. Let's go on to our next problem. And this time we are talking about coffee. And I'm just scanning here to look at the problem. 5 minutes, that's going to be plugging into that formula. This one decreasing faster at 1 minute or 3 minutes. If they're talking about increasing, decreasing, that's going to be derivative. This one is going to be plugging into the formula. So what we're going to do is go back to our calculator and do the first one. And that's just plugging in. So I'm going to take 5 and store it in for t. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type that formula. Negative t over 2 press enter. So the temperature was 79.029 degrees. Okay, and now we want to know if it's decreasing faster, 1 minute or 3 minutes. So when is the temperature decreasing the fastest, 1 minute or 3 minutes? First of all, just common sense. Which one do you think it would be? Would the temperature be decreasing faster as soon as you've poured, the coffee into the cup or after that coffee is sat there? I think that probably it's going to be decreasing here. It's had a chance to cool off and it won't be decreasing quite as much there. Let's see if that's right. Okay, so now I want derivative at a point. T is the variable, and it's going to be 1. I'm going to copy this, Control C, paste it there, Control V, hit enter, and it is decreasing 33.359 degrees per minute. Okay, and now, all right, we're going to do the next one. Okay, and that was T of 1, so I'll go ahead and put that there. We want 3 minutes. Enter, change that to a 3. And it's decreasing 12.272 degrees per minute. And that was at 3 minutes. So since this number has a higher absolute value than this one, we know that the temperature is decreasing faster here. All right, that concludes page 239 from the calculus homework. Thanks for watching our program.